bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Have a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and got him. Took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a stud, no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. I said life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. There's places in it, I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience dinner, penny hoe.
Get over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. You're going to get dead.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey. Okay. Talking to big day sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big day sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no chance, you go. Pocket too big day sumo. Pocket too big day sumo.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on. First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Not today, baby.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, McNair. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him. Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now, Barney!
On first down, it's McNair. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Throwing is Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson will throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they look. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now McNair. This is Shepard on the catch. A good pickup there at 22. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 1st and 10, McNair. He's going to loft one deep, looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reese. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the 1st quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, and harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw, McNair. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pope, and he fires one incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Pope, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. From the gun, Pope, eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play action. Pope. And incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Pope. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now look at 56. Look at
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Ohio, 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 Ohio.
On 1st and 10. Pope, and that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio, 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 Ohio.
To throw again. Pope. Escaping the pressure right. First by him near the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio, Ohio.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 2nd down. Pope. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 190. Ohio.
Looking to throw. Pope. Flushed out right. He's to the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Flex round.
Back to throw. Pope. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland. After this. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Ohio!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good run there, 8 yards, gets them much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
And for the 3rd time here, this half is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Looking to throw. Pope, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go! Ryan 38!
From the gun. Pope. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Pope, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Final shot before break. Pope, and an alley to run, and avoids the contact by sliding. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
To throw is Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone. To
throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And the Raiders have got him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Jackson throwing on third and long. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ohio!
On first down, Pope flushed out right. He finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Pope. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Pope. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And Lutz puts this one through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, put him for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reese. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now it's Jackson, and down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reese. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Gone, gone!
To throw on third down. Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on second down. Hunt. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Operating from the gun. Pope. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll go on the ground. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Back now in the East Bay. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the gun, Pope, and he's able to find Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Pope. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. To throw on 2nd down. Pope flush to his right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps. Himself for 11 and a first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw. Pope. And his throw here's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Gone! Watching that, Barney!
Here's Jackson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. 319.
Again, Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jackson throwing on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
All right, here we go. 319.
To throw again is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Pope going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. What?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pope. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Flex round.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. That's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Raiders, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.